What Musk wanted was it for to be open source, and nonprofit, and that was what they decided at the beginning. Why he's so upset is because, obviously, as you know, OpenAI is no longer open source, and Microsoft has 49% of a for-profit arm of it. So exactly a year ago, soon after he took over Twitter in February 2023, he summoned Sam Altman to the Twitter headquarters and said, "Bring the founding documents. This is outrageous." That Musk said he funded a whole lot of the OpenAI originally as a nonprofit, and now Sam had turned it into a for-profit. And near the end of my book, there's a wonderful scene where Elon Musk asked me back to Austin, and we sit outside by a backyard, and he says, "I've got to start my own AI company."
Just saw a glimpse of the latest segment from CNBC television. Stay tuned because we're going to show the full clip at the conclusion of this video. Before we dive into that, we want to share our take on it. Don't forget to smash that like button, follow along, and hit subscribe to catch more content like this. We're eager to see your reactions in the comments section below, and we'll definitely be jumping in to join the conversation. Elon Musk's recent quest to revert OpenAI back to its nonprofit origins is a testament to the ongoing tug-of-war between ethics and profitability within the realm of AI. When OpenAI was initiated, its mission was clear: to ensure that artificial general intelligence, AGI, benefits all of humanity. Musk, with his foresight into technology's potential risks, saw this as a safeguard against the monopolization of powerful AI by singular corporate entities. This collaboration once held a vision of transparency, OPS, and widespread benefit, which explains Musk's disappointment in the shift towards a for-profit model secured by Microsoft. A partnership that he once financially backed has now seemingly strayed from its originating principles. His response, summoning Sam Altman and insisting on a review of the foundational agreements, underscores a grave concern for the future trajectory of AI development. What we're witnessing with Musk's reaction is not merely a case of sour grapes over losing influence within the organization. His decision to start his own AI company following OpenAI's recalibration suggests a deeply rooted conviction. Musk's perspective might stem from a fear that AI, under the control of tech giants like Microsoft and Google, could outpace regulation, leading to a concentration of power that overlooks broader societal concerns. These sentiments align with a larger narrative among tech pioneers who fear that the monetization and proprietary nature of powerful AI systems can undermine the technology's egalitarian potential. Musk is not alone in wanting to prevent a future where AI serves the few at the expense of the many. His actions reflect a belief that artificial intelligence should be developed with a fiduciary duty to humanity as a whole. However, the path Musk proposes isn't without complications. His move raises legal questions about the enforceability of the original intent and charter of nonprofits when they transition into profit-driven entities. Critics point out that maintaining a purely altruistic course in AI is daunting in a competitive market where research and development costs soar. Commercial partnerships can fuel advancements that a nonprofit model may struggle to match. In conclusion, Musk's agitation with OpenAI's current state isn't merely a personal vendetta. It reflects a broader ideological clash over the future of AI, one where values, profits, and the very fabric of societal progress are at stake. Whether Musk can steer this ship back towards its original course is uncertain, but the debate itself is crucial. It forces the tech world to continually reassess the balance between innovation, control, and the collective good, ensuring that AI remains a tool for empowerment, not just profit.
What Musk wanted was it for to be open source, and nonprofit, and that was what they decided at the beginning. Why he's so upset is because, obviously, as you know, OpenAI is no longer open source, and Microsoft has 49% of a for-profit arm of it. So exactly a year ago, soon after he took over Twitter in February 2023, he summoned Sam Altman to the Twitter headquarters and said, "Bring the founding documents. This is outrageous." That Musk said he funded a whole lot of the OpenAI originally as a nonprofit. And now Sam had turned it into a for-profit. And near the end of my book, there's a wonderful scene where Elon Musk asked me back to Austin, and we sit outside by a backyard, and he says, "I've got to start my own AI company because this is a disaster, what's happening with OpenAI."
So for Vinod Khosla and documents and memos we've seen from inside OpenAI just this morning, they're all saying that this is basically sour grapes from Elon Musk because he's no longer involved. What would you say to that?
Well, certainly he has his backup. He's no longer involved. At that meeting I talked about at the end of the book a year ago, Altman says, "Do you want shares? Do you want shares in OpenAI?" And he says, no. Musk says, I'm not looking for money. I'm wanting to keep it so that Microsoft and Google don't dominate the industry. And he started his own AI company. I think Musk does things because he's got a pretty strong passion for what he feels has to be done on AI. So I would say calling it just sour grapes doesn't nearly get to the depths of the passion that Musk feels about this.
There have been questions that have been raised, Walter, about whether Elon Musk can bring this suit. I mean, obviously, if you're looking at the founding documents, that's the best legal argument that they have in this right. But others in the nonprofit world say that typically, if you're questioning whether a nonprofit has strayed from its mission, that's really the responsibility and duty of attorneys general. We've spoken with other people this morning who say that they hope this lawsuit brings attention and maybe puts some pressures on some of those political types like an AG.
Yeah, I think you're already seeing the attorneys general look at this. And yes, the law is pretty unclear in the sense of, can you sue a nonprofit for becoming a for-profit? But as Musk said, hey, wait a minute. If this can happen, anybody can do it. Instead of saying, I'm going to raise money with venture capital to start a company, you say, I'm going to start a nonprofit. Give me tax-deductible dollars.